My name is Abbie McGohon, and I'm an intern at Peer Services, a substance use treatment center in Evanston, Illinois. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation on assertiveness training. For the purpose of this study, I was specifically interested in exploring the benefits of assertiveness training and how it's impacted a client with issues such as addiction, negative self-image, and passive communication. I theorized that the assertiveness training would increase the client's assertiveness and positively impact their affect, communication style, and recovery. The background information provided, such as substance use history and broad family dynamics, are important to note because the client sought to improve these areas of their life. I felt that assertiveness training specifically could provide the necessary skills to overcome these issues. The current pandemic did impact some parts of the intervention, but I will go through the steps as I had originally planned. I intended on giving the Rathis questionnaire 3 times to follow the client's progress. The remainder of the intervention was based on the 4 steps to assertiveness you can see on the slide. Defining passive, aggressive, and assertive communication was the initial stage. The 6 characteristics of assertiveness mentioned were eye contact, body posture, gestures, voice, timing, and content. The second stage required the client to believe that assertive behavior was achievable. Highlighting and processing emotional and cognitive obstacles that hindered engagement of assertive behavior followed, and cultural, social, and belief barriers were all taken into consideration. The final stage involved practicing assertiveness through modeling. This included I statements, rehearsing conversations around healthy communication and boundary setting, and the conflict resolution model, as you can see. Here you can see the communication worksheet that I used with the client and the questionnaire that I was going to hand out. Initially, the client began treatment reporting a lower level of assertiveness and a higher level of cooperativeness. This caused more avoidant and accommodating behavior. By the end of the treatment, the client was experiencing more characteristics of assertiveness, resulting in a more compromising, collaborative style of assertiveness, like you can see in the middle and the upper right-hand corner of the graph. The client reported overall less feelings of anxiety and more self-awareness of when their anxiety and irritability was increasing. The client was able to use coping mechanisms discussed in treatment to identify causes of their anxiety and how to treat it. The client showed progress in boundary setting as well, specifically around their relationship with their partner and their drinking. After using techniques mentioned before, my client was able to explicitly share how they felt about their partner's drinking and set firm boundaries around use. The client progressed in achieving their treatment goals by being more social and doing work through the Nextdoor app as well. The client was given the questionnaire via email but did not complete it, causing there to be a lack of quantitative data. Qualitative data such as observations and self-reports were primarily used. During the treatment process, there were a few confounding variables that possibly influenced the client's progress. These were length of sobriety, weight loss, telehealth services, and the current political climate. It was not possible to control for outside factors, therefore I cannot say assertiveness training is directly correlated to my client's progress. Overall, the research on assertiveness training continues to decline. More research is to be done to create valid and reliable measures and explore the training's positive effects. I specifically would like to see more research on its effectiveness with clients managing addiction. The training appropriately addresses differences and difficulties within cultural contexts and how to maneuver around those barriers. It enables and empowers clients to gain a voice for which has been silenced through shame, judgment, discrimination, and stigma. I'm looking forward to seeing how assertiveness training research continues on, especially regarding this population. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I look forward to everyone's comments and questions.